Dawn breaks over a new world, humans are gone, strange plants and animals thrive. Tall nests reach the sky, silk webs connect big mushrooms. The air is full of clicks and buzzes, ants march and shape the land, beetles dig in the ground, dragonflies fly in the air. This is Earth, but different. This is Earth ruled by insects. Bugs. For millions of years they have quietly taken over our world. They succeed because there are so many of them, they can live anywhere, and they are very tough. For every person, there are millions of bugs. They live everywhere, from the highest mountains to the deepest oceans. Their hard shells help them survive in many places. They grow fast and have many babies, which helps them adapt. They change quickly, becoming resistant to dangers and finding new ways to live. They are the ultimate survivors. Imagine a world where human buildings are tiny next to huge termite mounds, their clever air systems showing insect smarts. Imagine cities linked not by roads and bridges but by shiny silk highways, stronger than anything humans make. Picture buildings alive with the sound of many tiny legs, their walls made from leaves and held together with fungus. This is not a sci-fi story but a peek into a world shaped by amazing insects. In this world, humans would need to learn and adapt from the insect builders. If insects took over, humans would face a new reality. Imagine a world where insects are in charge, not humans. This change would make us rethink our place in the world. The tiny creatures we once ignored would now be powerful, and we would have to be careful and humble in this new world. Some of us might end up working for the insects. In this new order, humans could become workers, doing tasks under the watchful eyes of our insect bosses. Just like ants take care of their colonies, we might have to serve these new masters, making sure their needs are met while trying to survive ourselves. Maybe, like aphids cared for by ants, we would offer a service in exchange for protection. This relationship could give us some safety, as we depend on the insects for security and food. In return, we would work for them, creating a balance between serving and surviving. Others might become subjects of study. In this case, humans could be kept in controlled environments, watched and studied by insect scientists. Our behaviors, habits, and interactions would be carefully recorded, giving them valuable data for their research. Insect scientists with their many eyes might see us as interesting subjects worth studying closely. They would explore our lives, trying to understand what makes us tick. Our emotions, thoughts, and actions would be examined, revealing the complexities of human nature. Their societies are complex, much like ours. Insects with their organized colonies and social structures would show us new ways of community and cooperation. We might learn from their efficiency and adaptability, finding new ways to live and thrive in this changed world. Our intelligence, once our main strength, might now be a curiosity. The insects would be interested in our cognitive abilities, exploring our minds to understand human intelligence. This change would make us rethink our idea of superiority and our place in the natural order. Our emotions, art, and philosophy might be studied by the logical minds of insects. They would try to understand our creativity and emotional depth, breaking down our cultural achievements into data. This approach would be very different from ours, showing the differences between our species and the new rulers of the world. Section 5. A garden transformed. Insects taking over would change everything. Forests could turn into huge fungi farms, managed by ants and termites. Beetles, not bees, might do the pollinating, shining with bright colors. Ants would take care of crops, making sure we have plenty to eat. But this would come with problems. Pests could go wild, eating everything in sight. Nature's balance would be changed forever. Section 6. Coexistence or conflict. The relationship between humans and insects in this new world would be tricky and full of problems. Conflict would be certain. As we live in this new reality, we would always be on alert, careful of the tiny creatures that now share our space. The tension would be strong, a constant reminder of the delicate balance we must keep. Our need to survive would make us compete for resources, leading to clashes. Imagine reaching for a piece of fruit, only to find it covered with insects. The fight for food would become a daily struggle, a test of endurance and cleverness. We would have to protect ourselves from swarms of biting, stinging insects. The fear of being attacked would always be there, making us develop new ways to stay safe. Swatting at insects would become a habit, a reflex in our daily lives. Yet, in the middle of the conflict, there would be chances for living together. Insects play a key role in pollination, which is essential for many plants to grow. we would come to value their contributions to our ecosystem, realizing that our survival is linked to theirs. We might learn to talk to our insect rulers, creating a new form of understanding. This communication could lead to cooperation, allowing us to work together towards common goals. Imagine a world where humans and insects team up, each bringing their unique strengths. To understand their complex social structures and motivations, we would need to study them closely. Insect colonies are very organized and efficient, and we could learn from them. By watching their behavior, we might find secrets that could help us adapt to this new world. Maybe, through careful observation and a bit of humility, we could find ways to live together. Respecting their space and understanding their needs would be crucial. This mutual respect could lead to a more peaceful relationship. We might find a way to live in uneasy harmony with our new masters. This coexistence would not be without its challenges, but it would offer a glimmer of hope. A shared environment where both humans and insects thrive could become a reality. The future of humanity in this insect-dominated world would depend on our ability to adapt. We would need to embrace new technologies and methods inspired by insects, integrating them into our daily lives. This adaptation would be key to our survival and success, to learn and to find our place in a world no longer our own. This journey of adaptation and coexistence would be a testament to our resilience and ingenuity. In the end, our ability to thrive in this new world would hinge on our willingness to learn from the very creatures we once overlooked. Section 7. The importance of being small. We often think that being big and strong makes a species powerful. But insects show us something different. They succeed because they can adapt, survive, and use every part of nature. They shape the world around them, making life possible for many other creatures. They recycle, breaking down dead things and returning nutrients to the soil. They pollinate plants, helping them grow and keeping the food chain balanced. Their small size is their strength. Section 8. An unsettling harmony. Picture yourself at the edge of a field, watching a line of leafcutter ants march by, carrying pieces of leaves much bigger than they are. Their hard work is amazing, their teamwork incredible. At this moment, we see our place in the big picture of life. We are just one species among many. Our control is temporary and weak. Insects taking over would be a disaster for us, but it would show how strong and adaptable life can be. Section 9. Life finds a way. Throughout Earth's history, life has shown an amazing ability to adapt and thrive, no matter the situation. From tiny microorganisms to large mammals, every form of life has found its way to survive and grow. Earth has seen many rulers come and go. Each era had dominant species that shaped the world. The planet has been a stage for many dramas, each more interesting than the last. Dinosaurs once ruled, but then mammals took over. These amazing creatures roamed the Earth for millions of years. Their bones, now fossils, tell a story of a time when giants walked the land. Now, in this imagined future, insects have their turn. These small but tough creatures have adapted to every part of the globe, from hot deserts to cold tundras. Their ability to survive in different environments shows the strength of life. Their rule might be long or short, but one thing is certain: life will find a way. New ecosystems will form, new relationships will develop, and nature will keep changing. Insects, with their complex social structures, play a key role in keeping our ecosystems healthy. And the complex web of life on Earth will keep evolving. Every species, no matter how small, adds to the bigger picture. The interactions between insects and other life forms create connections that support the natural world. The rise of insects reminds us of the connections between all living things. Their presence in every ecosystem shows the delicate balance in nature. Insects pollinate plants, break down organic matter, and serve as food for many other species. It is a call for humility, a reminder that we are part of a much larger system. Our actions have big impacts, and we must try to live in harmony with nature. A reminder that we are not the rulers of this planet, but just one of its many inhabitants. Our survival is closely linked to the health of the ecosystems around us. We must understand our role and responsibility in keeping the balance of life on Earth, but just one of its many inhabitants. Insects, with their amazing diversity and adaptability, teach us important lessons about resilience and coexistence. They remind us that every creature, no matter how small, has a role in the big picture of life. And maybe, in the end, that is the most important lesson of all. Life, in all its forms, is connected. Our future depends on our ability to understand and respect these connections, making sure that life, in all its diversity, continues to find a way.